What can I do with myself? How can I help myself? How can I move in life when I don't have anything to carry me on, any self-esteem? I don't have any drive to live. Who is gonna ever like me? Teenagers, mothers, fathers watching this video, please pay attention. Pay attention, please. Pay attention, people. This is 2020, and this is still a very serious issue on ground. This issue has taken over our secondary schools, has taken over the university system, and I promise you, even at the workplace, people still go through bullying. What is bullying? A situation where you ride on people's self-esteem. Bullying are repeated acts or intended actions that are meant to make life very unbearable for people. Bullying ranges across gender. It is not limited to the female gender, neither is it limited to the male gender. In fact, the one for the male gender is more serious, because in order to protect their self-esteem, in order to protect their manhood, you see a guy in the secondary school, in the university, trying to keep quiet about such acts in order to cover up so that he won't look like a weakling. Bullying is very, very serious. I promise you, in 2020, it is still a topic to talk about. It is still a topic to address in our schools. But me, for a fact, I believe that the issue of bullying can be tackled from the home. Parents should have these conversations with their children. Have this with your boys, have it with your girls. Talk to them, ask them how they act in school, how they behave towards other kids. Do not push the matter of bullying. Do not be the one to instigate this issue, this act. You as a parent, you tell your child to desist from talking to particular kind of pupils because you feel like they don't have money, or they are, you can't. Tomorrow is different from today. When you are talking to your children, talk to them in terms of the future. When you see a student, a particular student in class, that has a low self-esteem, you shouldn't ride on that. You shouldn't ride on that to feel power. This issue of power, a leader bullying, in quotes, the citizens of a country, I think it boils down to the issue of power, the issue of feeling like you're greater than somebody, or you feel like, of course, I'm bigger than this person. There is nobody that doesn't like that feeling, but that feeling is very evil. You don't have to feel that way. You don't have to create that kind of atmosphere in your work environment, between you and your friends. Even if you are privileged to give them more than they have, don't ever make them feel like you have some kind of power factor over them. That is bullying. And this starts from a very small age. Parents have this. Teenager, are you listening to me? Know that you are a mother culprit if you engage in bullying. Bullying can make somebody commit suicide. When you see someone committing suicide at age 20, sometimes that thought didn't start from age 20. It didn't even start from age 15. It may have been a thought that started from age 10, age 11, age 12, but the person has been pushing through life. It will be an issue that has lingered in the person's heart for a very long time before the person finally feels like, no, I can't do this anymore, and now decides to commit suicide. Please have this conversation with your kids. Let them know that they are not more than any pupil in school. That they have the finest bag doesn't make them to jump at other pupils' inadequacies. When we have this issue of not helping each other, crossing the bridge and breaking the bridge, this didn't start from now. It started as a child. Some people that are doing these things, It's because they have been victims of bullying and they don't just know how to revenge except to do it to everybody around them at this point. I thank God I'm able to have this conversation, but it's because God has healed me. I'm going to talk about my healing process, in subsequent videos, but for now I want us to start talking about this. I spoke to a pupil recently and I saw he was a young boy in GS2. He was talking about how he gets bullied by his seniors, by his mates, but he can't even report, he can't talk about it. He doesn't even want his parents to come to school because it will make him feel like a weakling. I was a victim of bullying to an extent that I almost became a bully myself. And the very friend I did that to, she has not forgiven me up till now. I have tried on many occasions to get across to her, to reach her, in fact to just apologize and tell her I'm sorry. I was not directly involved in bullying her, but for the fact that I had to laugh when she was facing this kind of situation. She was having a fight with a cool kid, in quotes, in my class then, and of course, even though she was not at fault, the cool kids always gave the support. She had a little brawl with the guy, and of course the guy won because he was the cool kid, not even because he did the right thing. This is where injustice starts in the society. How can people know that this girl was not even wrong? How can people know that this girl didn't even offend anybody, but yeah, they had to support the cool kid, because he was the cool kid? This is where all this problem starts. We have to start having this conversation. I need parents to start addressing this issue. I need us to talk about it. It's very painful to the heart. It can destroy. In fact, it can murder. So if you have been a victim of bullying and you need somebody to talk to, you can reach me on this number 090-7199-6691. Please send me a text message first. Then we will continue the conversation from there. Thank you very much. God bless you.